nowadays, the number of issues with the way certain mechanisms work in every sector is increasing. As a result, class action lawsuits are becoming more common, which will help the victims not only save time, but it also helps them get compensation with the least amount of effort from their side. Unfortunately, a lot of people still don't have any idea about the way these sorts of claims work. So, I'm Poonam from Cyberscam Review, and today in this video, I'll be going to say you about Evira Factor Settlement. We understand that there is a ton of confusion about the way things work with this settlement. So to know the process involved and the ways of collecting the payment, stay with me till the end. Recently, there are a number of fake websites pushing false narratives around the settlement cases and eluding the public by feeding them nothing but false information. In other words, you need to know the nature of the platform you're dealing with, or else its consequences might be severe. After all, you can't trust any online site blindly, right? Now, what is Evira Factor Settlement? Before talking about this specific case, let us give you a quick rundown about the general idea behind this class action lawsuit. A class action lawsuit is a scenario wherein one or more representative plaintiffs sue on behalf of a group of people who have been affected by the specific incident. The lawsuit we are discussing on this post alleges that Evira Factor violated the FACTA, that is Fair and Accurate Credit Transaction Act, policies by generating the receipt during certain quasi-cash and other related disbursement transactions where the customers used the debit or credit cards. In simple words, the customer's receipt showed the last four digit of the cards as BIN. The activities undertaken in this settlement were in-person transactions carried out at gambling facilities. Note that Evira Factor has denied all the allegations. The settlement does not in any way mean that Evira Factor has done something wrong. By now, we hope you have familiarized yourself with the core matter of the settlement. Now, let us take a look at the few of the most frequent questions asked by the users. It is advisable for you to go through all the following information in this video, as it will enlighten you about every moving part of the equation. Now the question is, how much money will the participants receive? From the early days of this settlement process, there are a lot of conflicting answers to this question. The exact amount of compensation that every person concerned will receive cannot be said beforehand, as there are a lot of variables present. For example, there are lawyer fees and other legal costs involved. Nonetheless, according to official estimates, the amount is said to be around $40 to $60. Keep in mind that the figures shown are only an estimate and the final payment receipt might vary a lot. Do participants hire their own lawyers? Not at all. If each and every participant had to hire their own lawyers, it would never be a productive thing. Thankfully, that will never be the case. In this settlement process, the court has already appointed a set of lawyers along with the representative plaintiffs. The contact information of the lawyers are on our official website. Now, when and where are the hearings held? At the time of writing this post, many hearings have taken place. But for all the latest updates, you have to follow the official website wherein the latest information can be gathered. You can access the website. The fairness hearing, which decides the attorney fees and legal costs, was held on November 30, 2020. There is no final verdict on the matter yet, as both the parties have agreed for a settlement. However, regardless of what happens, the participants never have to go to the court. Everything related to the court matter will be handled by the class counsel and representative plaintiffs. Now, do you qualify as a member? For this question, we are not going to bore you by using fancy words and statements, as you can find all the details in the official website. Instead, we are going to talk about the most basic rules applicable to the average user. In order to qualify a compensation, an individual must have carried out at least one quasi-cash transaction by debit or credit card at a gaming establishment in the United States. Note that the claim is valid only if the payment was processed using Evira Payments Cash Club technology. If you have any doubt as to whether you are eligible or not, then you can get the answer by reaching out to the settlement administrator. Now, what are the expenses and other costs? For some reason, the users do not seem to understand the way the lawyer expense and other costs are handled in a settlement. So for starters, know that you are not required to pay anything to anyone. The court decides the amount payable to the class counsel and other associated parties. Payment for each and every case is different and is mainly correlated to the amount of damage inflicted. In this particular case, the court hasn't decided the exact amount, but it will do so before 21 days of the deadline. How to exclude yourself? If the participant wants to exclude themselves from the settlement for any reason, he or she can do so by submitting a written request. The letter should contain the basic information about them along with current phone number and signature. For the exclusion to be valid, the user also needs to post their letter before October 19, 2020. The details of the receiver's location are Evira Factor Settlement Administrator at Exclusions, PO Box 58220, Philadelphia, PA 19102. Whenever there is lawsuit present, there will always be a heaps of misunderstandings and confusions. Most people will directly ring the court or the clerk's office to inquire about the details, which is not the correct manner. If you need help or assistance with anything related to the case, you should get in touch with the designated officials. And so to know all the contact details, you can visit our official website. As we do with every platform and topic we review, we can run a web search on this website as well. For privacy concerns, they have masked their registration details. However, they are not blacklisted by any search engines or services. Furthermore, they even feature a valid SSL certificate, which is a positive sign. Due to the nature of the case, their popularity in terms of web traffic has peaked and dropped massively. And for more details on their domains and graphics, you can check our official website. Evira Factor Settlement is a legit proceeding that has immense potential to bring decent compensations to all the people caught in the middle. While it is true that all the aspects about the projects can't be qualified right now, that won't be the case forever. So let the initiative run its course, and if you are involved, then collect the payment once the dust settles. If you have any questions left, then you can comment on our official website and we'll get back to you at the earliest. Thank you.